pro wrestling's real. Don't believe me? Ask John Stossel.
I think this is fake.
You think it's fake? What's that? Is that fake? Huh?
Oh, since pro wrestling's real, maybe it's time we arrest some of the bad guys. I'm Michael. Welcome to Suplex. Raven, ECW original. He was never brought up on charges of kidnapping at his time at ECW. Raven, just because the kid wants to hang out with you doesn't mean you get to keep the kid. The laws are very specific about these sort of things. This isn't like the Indian and the Airbud. We're not going to the city center, so we can watch the kid choose between you and the Sandman. And I don't want to speculate, but I'm pretty sure Raven also was keeping Billy Kidman drugged up with their time in WCW. That's the character of Billy Kidman. Oh, did you two forget that Billy Kidman's character in WCW is he was addicted to opioids? I did. It was weird. Look it up. Look it up. Next on our list is Rey Mysterio. We go from one person wanting a kid to another one constantly trying to get rid of one. Rey Mysterio, you deserve everything you got coming to you. No wonder your son Dominic doesn't like you. You put his custody up in a wrestling match. Now, I'm no lawyer. I'm merely a simple Southern wrestling YouTube host, but I do believe gambling the rights of your children is probably very illegal. I'm just glad Dom has somebody in his life to protect him now. Rhea, look after our boy. He's been through a lot. Unfortunately, justice will probably never be served because no one's ever seen Rey Mysterio without his mask. Ever. No one. Never happened. Nope. The Ministry of Darkness was a stable in the late 1990s that had the WWF wrestlers quaking in their jorts. The Ministry's crimes are as vast and wide as their members. They had spooky vampires, spooky drunks, viscera, spooky naked guy. Oh, it was also led by The Undertaker, who for some reason the WWF kept around despite hanging multiple co-workers like treasonist. To add injury to insult, The Undertaker is also a practicing mortician. Yeah, I think he's practicing without a license. I did a little investigative journalism here, but I checked the records. In Death Valley, there's no one with a mortuary license with the name Undertaker, the. Better watch out, dead man. The lawmen are coming for you. A young aristocrat falls in with the wrong crowd and becomes a menace to society. This posh prince of Greenwich turned bad boy adopted a new moniker that sounded like a bootleg adhesive company. Triple H, he's a real sicko. We all know the stuff about Katie Vick and forced marriage to Stephanie. But I want to talk to you about another one of his more heinous crimes. In 2006, traveling best friends and cheerleading wrestling team, the Spirit Squad, which I know, that's sick, they were covered in human poo dropped from the top of the arena. Which, gross. You're grown men. And Triple H must have had many accomplices to pull this one off. Unless we're to assume the duo collected the sum 20 gallons of poo, carried it to the top of the stadium, climbed the rigging, probably had to talk to someone in the union to get up there, fabricated and assembled a mechanical rig. Oh yeah, let's not forget they had to do the complex trigonometry for the falling payload, meanwhile accounting for variables such as wind speed and air pressure. All that is to say, I think DX runs a cabal of super scientists. We need to send SEAL Team 6 to go get them now. Next on our list is the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Old Stone Cold might be one of the biggest offenders in wrestling, whether it's home invasion, destruction of private property, or that one time he impersonated a doctor. Yeah, that's a felony, Texas Rattlesnake, in any state. This man likes to spit in the face of authority, and his favorite spitting place is right in the face of the old Department of Motor Vehicles. Hey, Stone Cold, commercial driver's license laws exist for a reason. You can't just drive whatever you want around. You have to be certified. Do you even have a forklift certification? I do! It expired. I think it expired. I had one. I gotta check into it. I might still have one. Next on our list is the Big Bossman. The big bully of the new generation in the WWF had a life of being a corrupt cop, which led him to the World Wrestling Federation. You know, as all dirty cops do. I think that's how Training Day actually ends. Yeah, I think he ends up at WrestleMania. Ethan Hawke. Anyways. The Big Bossman's desecration of the Big Show's late father's grave was a low point for the former Cobb County lawman. He ended up receiving death threats. Ray Traylor, the man who portrayed the Big Bossman, was sent actual death threats over this angle, which, let's state right now, this is never okay. These are performers, and if you make threats against people's lives, you need professional help. But the Big Bossman never served a day for his crime. That's probably because of qualified immunity. We gotta get that damn thing off the books. Next is Braun Strowman. There's only one explanation for this man's vehicular crimes. It's Braun Strowman has one weakness, and that weakness is Transformers. This man fights the content of parking lots just as much as he fights other wrestlers. Need further proof? Let me ask you a simple question. When's the last time you saw an Autobot? Rest my case. Basically a lawyer now. Despite his heroic crusades, property damage is property damage. Why don't you just leave the fighting of the Decepticons to the real heroes? Like the kid from Even Stevens and that guy who has a burger restaurant. It means a lot to have you here. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is our show, The Countout. Just like in wrestling, sometimes the countout doesn't go to 10. So this will be our list show where we have some fun topics and we try to look at wrestling's more entertaining side. Take care.